that do it? That should do it. I see the green bars. I don't know what happened there, gamers, but we should have me now. Yep, great. For some reason, I went into my voice source, and it said my microphone was not connected, which was weird. So then I just made it reconnect, and then I saw the little things again. Anyway, let's try this again. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. This is going to be a big day in the history of this challenge. I don't reconnect mention. Trust me, I'm gonna be there. I spent a lot of time after stream last time, just like I said, figuring out the quirks of this boss and how it works in this mod, and to that end, a page of notes here, that I took on it. And I have a page of notes that I took on what the boss does versus what abilities I have, and I experimented with a lot of different things off stream. And so you'll notice that death counter is probably a lot higher than you remember it, right? It is. So I basically died a lot off-screen. And so in order to compensate for that, and make up for the fact that I did in fact try this boss a lot of times off-screen, none of them successfully, what I decided to do was I basically decided to double my death count and call it even. So, we are at 38 now instead of 19, which is where we left off last time. And I have learned quite a lot about this boss, but I also wouldn't be surprised if I managed to go an entire stream without beating him. This thing is very notorious, and I'm so excited to have all of y'all's support here today while we take on this crazy challenge. And so one of the things that I learned was I learned that I have to give Cornbert first strike, because otherwise this thing is gonna outspeed me. And what's gonna happen is that the very first thing that he's going to do is cast fire on whoever has the lowest HP, which is going to be Lulu in most cases, or Kamari if Lulu's not on the field, and it's going to kill whoever it hits. So, in order for me to have a chance of preventing that from happening, I must have Cornbert on the field with first strike. And so that's one of the things that I figured out, and I also figured out that its head can be silenced and that it won't cast spells at me.
Are you ready?
So, we've already made a lot of progress here. I did manage to make it quite a ways in one of my off-screen attempts. I did still die, but I was making some headway.
Sin always returns
the thing
for
that
its
I am
spawn.
the most worried about, to be honest with y'all,
Sure,
looking right
we're
at the
going
camera,
to
so y'all know I'm
encourage
being
them
honest
to
with y'all.
call out to it.
I'm most worried that I'm gonna get through part 1, and then I'm gonna die at part 2, and then I'm gonna have to redo
Sin is my old man.
part 1.
Sin is jacked.
And so, I am really hoping that the autosave kicks in and comes in clutch. I'm really, really praying. I'm praying for that to happen. In some of the later attempts, we might end up putting this on ×2 speed, just to kind of expedite the attempts. But I will count all of my deaths faithfully. That is my solemn promise to you. And you know what? This thing's not gonna get us. Eventually, I'm gonna get him. So, I have a plan. Can I execute the plan? I don't know. But I will also take the advice of any FF experts in the chat, especially as we get into further attempts. But I'm gonna go ahead and put my mouse over here on my death counter over here in OBS, because I know that that is somewhere we're gonna be messing with a lot today. So, into the game. Now, the first thing that I have to do is I have to get Cornbert out of here, use that first strike, and then I have to silence the head. And because the head can no longer do... Great job, Birdie. That is going to be us today. Welcome in. Because I did that, I basically canceled its move. And so now I get another turn. And so this is huge. This is really big for us. And so, I actually have a list here on my list of notes. There you go. Y'all can see all of my notes. I have a list of what each thing is and what it does. So, the next turn is boss, and so the boss is always going to attack the center character. And then boss 1 is the head, and that's always going to attack the character that has the lowest HP. And so we're going to have to do, as y'all can imagine, we're going to have to do a lot of position juggling to stay alive. So, oh, that's alright, Alpha. This game is a beast all on its own, even if you aren't playing a mod that on purpose makes the game a lot harder, like we're doing here today. Because I know that it's going to attack the center character, I am going to, you see, I could either bring in Lulu and start focusing, or I could cast Haste on Orin, because another thing that I learned is that if I cast Power Break on the body, it also Power Breaks the arms and makes them do less damage. So, I'm actually going to cast Haste on Orin just to make his turn happen faster. There we go. Attacks Orin. And it missed! Even better! Okay. So, now what I want to do... See, here's the problem. Once these guys go, the boss is going to get 3 turns. One of them is going to be the head, one of them is going to be the left arm. And then one of them's going to be the middle. So, Orin is going to have to stay where he is to do Power Break, which is actually fine. And I'm trying to think of who I want in his place. What does Yuna have? I don't think she has any... She doesn't have Shell or Protect or anything like that, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Birdie. That means a lot to me. That's very sweet of you. I hope it's comforting when I am, you know, yelling that I can't defeat Sinspawn Gui. But I'm gonna do my best. I really will. You know what? I'm actually gonna get Kimahri in here. Because Kimahri is actually going to end up being my meat shield for Lulu, since the head always attacks whoever has the lowest HP. And so, I really want Kimahri and Lulu out on the field at the same time, and Lulu's going to be our biggest damage dealer here. And so, it can't be Darkness, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's immune to Darkness. So, I'm not going to do that, but I am going to cast Cheer. Okay. And then, we're gonna have Orin cast Power Break on the body. Now, it is gonna, like, do this, but it also will Power Break the arms, which is what we really need. So now Toxin is gonna attack Kimahri. Good. Gonna attack Cornbert, that's fine though, he didn't die. And then that's gonna attack Orin. Okay. See, I can predict what it's going to do. You know, that's not nothing, Alpha. Let's see. If I cast Haste on Kimahri, does that make him go before? It doesn't. Because he has Slow, so that would just negate the Slow. Okay. So here is what's going to happen next. What's going to happen is that the right arm is going to attack Kimahri, and then the head is also going to attack Kimahri. And so, I think what I need to do is heal Kimahri, so that he can survive that onslaught. I'm gonna be sharing a lot of my thought process out loud while we do this. Kimahri's going to die. Oh, or that happens. So, okay. Head is moving suspiciously. So, what I need... Okay. Number 2 is the left arm. The left arm's going to attack Yuna, and then the head is either going to do Poison Breath, but I'm going to stop it from doing that, or I'm going to bring Waka back out so I can silence it. Because then otherwise it's just going to pour Venom like Waka, which is fine. Yeah, character with the lowest health. So I'm actually going to silence him. Yep. Now, Orin's still here, but I don't actually need him to be. What I need is Lulu. I need... Lulu? Yeah, I need Lulu out here, I think. What I need Lulu to do is I need her to start focusing. Because what's gonna happen on the next 2 turns is the left arm's going to hit Yuna. Oh, but if Lulu's out here, then the Venom hits her. Ooh. Because what is gonna happen is if the Venom hits Lulu, it's gonna cast Slow on her. And I really don't need that. What I want is that when Lulu is on the field, I don't want her to have the lowest HP. Actually, I'm gonna put Cornbird out here. And we're actually gonna cast Haste. Oh, that's nice. Because then I can... Ooh. That's also tempting, though. I'm gonna cast Haste on Waka so that every time he's out here, he's fast. Yep, he gets hit. And so the next thing that happens is that the head will cast Venom on the character with the lowest HP. And I think it's lowest max HP. I don't think it's lowest current HP. So... okay, if Kimahri gets hit with it, he dies. Unless I heal Kimahri. Unless I use Kimahri's turn to heal Kimahri, essentially. Which I might do, honestly. No, not that. Well, that still kills Kimahri, though. Use Kimahri's turn to heal Kimahri. So that he... specifically so that he gets hit with the Venom versus anybody else. And... Hornbird is going to get attacked in the middle, so I'm going to heal him. Sacrifice Kimahri. Oop. Now then Kimahri's gonna get venomed. Which might actually kill Kimahri. I might actually sacrifice Kimahri. Okay, that's okay though. Every plan has its ups and downs. Phoenix and Kimahri would be a heck of a lot faster, but I only have one Phoenix. Ooh, okay. Left arm, middle, right arm, and I think Hornbird dies if he gets hit by the middle. We're gonna try it. Yep. Yep. Oh, come on! That was close! We did learn life the last time, T-Max, so life is huge. Number one, what I think is gonna happen, you know what, I'm banking on the head moving suspiciously. And that might be, like, my downfall. But that's what I'm actually gonna bank on right now. Is the head moving suspiciously instead of dumping venom on someone. Yep. Oh, I'm so smart! Okay. Head moving suspiciously. We need Waka out here to stop it. I know I haven't actually attacked Sinspawn Gui yet. This is all just setup. I just need to... what I need to happen is I need to get Lulu out here, and I need to get her focused as fast as physically possible. Orin's still hasted, I think, yeah? He should be. Yeah, he is. So... okay, what's going to happen is that the boss is going to attack the middle, and then it's going to dump Venom on the lowest HP character, which is Kimahri. But Kimahri will not die. So... what can I do? I actually don't think it'll kill Lulu. I'm actually gonna have her focus. Oh, and it missed entirely! Even better. Okay. So, now, I'm going to replace Waka with Hornbird. Because what's going to happen on the next turn is that the right arm is going to attack. So I actually think I might need... yeah, that's better. Okay. So, we need Kimahri healed so that he can survive this. Charges up Yuna's overdrive anyway to do that. Yep, because he would have died if I hadn't done that. Okay? And then... the next thing that will happen is the head is going to dump Venom on the character with the lowest HP, which if it's the lowest max HP will be Kimahri. And then... 2 is going to be the left arm, which is going to kill Cornbird. So, I'm going to have Cornbird heal himself. And I'm going to have Lulu heal Kimahri, but just a little bit. And I think I'll survive this onslaught. Because that's going to hit Kimahri like I thought it would. Yep. Gonna hit Cornbird. Ooh, it missed! Even better. And the mill's gonna attack Lulu. And it missed! Great. Okay. So Kimahri is basically here to be my sponge, right? Because what I basically need is the venom to hit him, more than it hits anybody else. Number 3 is the right arm, so that's gonna kill Kimahri if it hits him. So... I either need somebody else out here. Thinking. Let's see my thinking face, gamers. So the next thing that happens, regardless of what I do, regardless of who's standing here, is that the person on that side of the field gets hit by the arm. Now, it could miss, but of course the one time that I bank on it missing is when it's not going to, right? He could cheer. I don't think his Lancet is strong enough to make it so that he doesn't die from that. So I'm actually just going to, once again, use a high potion on Kimahri. That fully heals him. Yep. Yep. Okay. And now, Cornbird can cast Haste on Lulu. This is critical. Now the Venom is going to hit the lowest HP character, which is still Kimahri. So, let's make it so that he survives it. Or it'll do that. That's also fine. We're actually gonna spare Lulu right now. Gonna get her out of here. And I have to hit the head or that's instant. Poison Breath is instant death. That's what I learned. Have I learned from Lancet yet? I did try it at one point and I didn't learn anything, so I don't think there is anything to learn from this, unfortunately. I don't think Poison Breath is one that I can learn. I tried that in one of my off-screen attempts. I did think about it. I need to silence you. Yep. Okay, now let's see if I survive this onslaught. That's fine. That's fine. And now Cornbird has an overdrive. This is huge. That's okay. That's okay. 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 Do I use my only Phoenix with Waka? I think the answer is yes. To revive Kimahri. I'm actually gonna hang on to Cornbird's overdrive for right now, and just know that he has it. Okay, what happens next? Left arm, head, and then the middle is what happens next. So... I want to see if the body is still power braked. It is. Okay. So... left arm, head, middle is what happens. Left arm hits Lulu, head hits Kimahri, middle hits Waka. Now, does Waka survive this? I don't actually know. But in case that he does, I would rather up my focus count. So... oh, and even better, I get to exchange him for someone else anyway. Yeah. Even better. I do know guard. That could be really useful, actually. But... okay, shocking turn of events, I actually think I'm gonna have Orin defend. Or I could have him throw a potion at Kimahri just to ensure he survives. Yeah, that's probably a better use of the turn. I do know guard. And that is my third focus. And I think I'm gonna survive this onslaught. Let's find out. Amazing, Lulu. MVP. That's gonna hit Kimahri. Yep. That's okay. Somehow Silence doesn't stop Toxin, but what Silence does do is that it stops him from using spells. Okay, that was excellent. That was excellent. Okay, so that was, like, literally the best possible outcome there. So see, here's the thing. Part of me wants to use Cornbert's Overdrive. Because even if the head, what I think the head's gonna do is start moving suspiciously, and even if it doesn't, it'll hit Kimahri and it won't kill Kimahri, right? So I think I'm gonna use Cornbert's Overdrive. And I'm gonna try hard, gamers, to get the timing. It's so hard to do it when I'm streaming because there's like a slight input lag between my controller and Steam. But I'm gonna try really hard. This is what I'm gonna do. I have not actually gotten an overdrive in this fight yet. Ah! I was focusing. That was helpful. I will take that. Okay. That is up to 4 focuses. Okay, hold on. Who goes next? The head goes next, and I think it's just gonna move suspiciously. And then the left arm goes, which Lulu will probably avoid. But then the middle goes. So because I know the middle goes, and I know about how much damage the middle does, I'm gonna heal Cornbird. Yep. Uh-huh. Nice. So, what I need to do... Wait, actually the boss goes next, not the head. Because I can either replace Kimahri, or I can have him use Lancet on the head and it does the same thing. So, I'm actually going to do my 5th focus right now. Because the 3rd thing that goes is the right arm anyway. Oh, but what I don't want is for the right arm to kill Kimahri. Okay, I have to think about this. Ooh. Focus is fast. It makes my next turn come soon. I think what I'm actually going to do is I think I'm going to focus, which puts Lulu at her 5 focuses. And then I am going to either use Kimahri's turn to heal Kimahri, or I am going to swap him out. So let's do that. So that's 5 for Lulu. She's still hasted. Hits Cornbert. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna use Kimahri's turn to do Lancet on the boss to damage the head so that it doesn't do Poison Breath on its next turn. Or I could swap out Kimahri, but then the problem is the Poison Breath hits Lulu on its next turn, and I don't want that to happen. So... Oh, this is so tricky, gamers. I'm gonna go with Waka, actually. Yep. It's Waka. Yep. Okay. So then, the poison is gonna get dumped on the next turn. And so... I know this is a lot of setup, and I don't want it to fall apart right now, because right now Lulu is like a cannon. Every one of her turns, she's gonna hit the middle part for like a lot of damage, and I just need Lulu to do that long enough to kill him. But what I don't need to happen is Lulu to get hit with the Vism Breath, because she is not slow-proof, and it's gonna counteract her haste, and Cornbird can't cast haste unless somebody uses a turn to give him an ether. So... let me think here really carefully. What armor does Yuna have on? Defense, defense, defense. Should have given her that, but... Yuna does not have the lowest HP if Yuna is out. It actually hits Cornbird. So because I know it'll hit Cornbird... I really hope I'm right, gamers. If it's lowest max HP, the Venom hits Cornbird. If it's lowest current HP, the Venom hits Waka and kills him. So... I think it's lowest max, so I'm gonna heal Cornbird. Oh, and that just negated its turn anyway, because I casted Silence. Oh my god, gamers, I was on the rocks there. Okay, so... what needs to happen is we need to get our cannon out here. We need to get Miss Cannon out here. She's ready to go. Okay? Times even better. Times 1.5 to Thunder. Alright? Let's see it. There we go! That's what we need. We need Lulu to do that on every single one of her turns. So... let's think carefully, gamers. Oh, we got a lot of boss turns coming up. Ooh, okay. So what is going to happen, in order, after Yuna goes, is that the left arm will go, and so if we don't heal Yuna, Yuna dies. Or if we don't trade her out with somebody else that can survive it. Which I might do. I might actually trade her out for Warren. And then the boss goes, who attacks the character in the middle. And then the head goes, which is also going to attack Kimahri. And then the right arm goes. And Lulu might miss it. So, I'm using Kimahri's turn, once again, to heal Kimahri. And I'm gonna use Yuna's turn to heal Yuna. And I think I'll survive. Yep. Okay. Venom's gonna kill Kimahri. It's okay, though. It must be lowest current HP! Oh, gamers, this is good to know. Because Kimahri had the lowest max HP, but it didn't hit Kimahri. It hit Yuna. Oh, this is good to know and understand about how this boss works. Okay. What can we do? I feel like no matter what happens, Lulu needs to be out of here. But if Lulu is here, she gets 2 turns. Does she get 3 if I do a Phoenix? I don't have a Phoenix, so that's irrelevant. Okay. Ooh. Okay, don't panic. I think the head's turn is gonna move suspiciously. Which means 2 is gonna hit whoever's on the left, which right now is Kimahri, unless we revive Yuna. Ooh, this is not a great situation, gamers. Gamers, I can't revive Yuna. I don't have a Phoenix. Oh my god, it might be so Jover. It might be so Jover, gamers. Because I can't revive Yuna. I don't have a Phoenix. Yep. Basically, everybody else can die and it's fine. I didn't anticipate, because I thought that it worked that the Venom would hit the character with the lowest maximum HP. And it did hit the character with the lowest current HP. So... just for S and Gs. I don't think there's anything I can do to prevent this. Yep, hands move suspiciously. Left arm's gonna hit Kimahri. Oh! Or it casts this spell on itself. Good to know. That's right, I actually did know that. Gamers, there's really only one thing to try. There's really only one thing to try, gamer! No. If this I don't think this works. But if this works and this kills, that would be the best thing that could possibly happen. I don't think it works. I don't think it works. But I really can't think of anything else to do. Because, like, the only other thing I can do is, like, get Wakka in here and throw its Blitzball, but Wakka's 19 HP anyway, so then whatever happens, Wakka dies. And then the only other character that can hit that is Lulu, but then she's gonna, even if she avoids the arm swipe, she's gonna get toxined. So I think the only thing really to do is just kind of go for broke. I don't think this is the run, gamers. I think I had it. I think I was close. I think I was very close to having it, but I didn't quite have it. So, you know what? You know what? Oh, and it's definitely not gonna kill then, because... But I still think it's the only thing we can do. I'm gonna try it. I mean, the head stopped moving, but I might as well. That's right, Birdie. Nice! Yeah, and that kills. That's why we cast Silence on it, to prevent it from doing that. Alright, gamers, we actually made substantial progress on that round. I just have to figure out how to get set up faster. One more time! That's right. Okay. Oh, we got a death counter over here. Fix that real quick. If you missed the start of stream and you're like, why is your death counter so high? It's to account for all of my off-screen attempts where I learned a lot about this place. Yeah. That was not bad. That was not bad. We are gonna try again. So, something I might want to consider in the case that Yuna gets hit with the Venom is this, but I do think the higher defense overall is probably better. Ooh. Okay. See, this is gonna make healing cost 8 MP, which sucks. But it also has double overdrive. And we all know that Yuna's overdrive is, like, goated. Let's give that a try. And then... I have everybody else on Comrade Overdrive mode. But Lulu, I actually think I should put her on Dancer. Because... No, we're doing Comrade. But Dancer is cool, though, because... Especially for Lulu, because she has such high evasion. I'm still going... Everyone else is on Comrade. Except Yuna, who's on Healer. So... Okay. Hornbird still needs to get his first strike. Hornbird doesn't have any other shields, which sucks. I did give him Lightning Strike, because as cool as the counterattacks are, I don't think it takes increased damage from ice, although... I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't take reduced damage from ice, either. Let's try that, actually. None of these really help. Not really. Although, if I'm ultimately gonna have Kamari doing damage, I might as well. Because Strength plus 10 didn't help. Poison Proof is nice, just in case Lulu gets hit. But... Well, it's good to know that it's the character with the lowest current HP, which also means... Oh, but that's better to have anyway. Okay, so... Locke has no armor. Great. I did try Poison Touch as a strategy. I don't think it can be poisoned, is the problem. I am also going to see if if I can buy a Phoenix. I don't think I can, but I'm gonna try.
Welcome to Oakas.
Welcome to Oakas. I can, actually. Only one, but I think it'll help. I really do. I'm going to save. I'm on a hard save again with all of my new settings. Just in case I do like this setup, I don't have to do that again. Alright, gamers.
Are you ready?
Let's try. I'm gonna be so delighted
Mr. Kinnock,
when we
please.
do this. It's all worth it. I'm gonna get my
Will Sin
Gatorade
come?
even.
Sin always returns for its spawn. To make sure, we're going to encourage them to call out to it.
You won't have to. It'll come.
I remembered Orin telling me. Sin is my old man.
Yes, I didn't count this my old
Sin
man
is
a lot of times because it is technically the same cutscene. So our my old man counter is still at 9. I do have some Gatorade. Real gamers have Gatorade. So, on top of the million other things I have to juggle, we also have to make sure that Yuna doesn't die. Because if Yuna dies, we're fucked. That's what we learned on that last attempt. I know, listen. Alright, same dance. We're gonna get Waka out here. We're gonna cast Silence on the head. So otherwise the head just straight up outspeeds you if you don't have First Strike on. Which also gives us a turn. And so if the boss is the only one that is going, then we're gonna do what we did before, and we're gonna cast Haste on Orin. The opening, I did just fine last time. Yep. That's okay. And then we are going to get... Let's see, we're going to get... Because what we want is we want Orin to power break the boss. I'm actually gonna heal Orin and start working on that overdrive. Nice. Okay. And then Orin is gonna cast Power Break, which helps a lot. Okay. Just fine. Toxin's gonna hit Cornbird, actually, which is interesting. Well, Yuna has to assume a Cornbird, or he dies. Orin will do little pieces of chip damage every time he gets hit, so this could be useful. Nice. Okay. Kimari in here, and in a shocking turn of events, I think I'm actually going to cast Cheer. Venom, either if Venom is going to hit Kimari or the head's going to move suspiciously, either of those is fine. So, we're actually going to cast Cheer, raise our defenses a little bit. We're gonna get Waka in here. We're gonna cast Silence on the head. Okay. So then the Toxin's gonna get poured on Kimari again. The boss is going to attack Waka, and then the right arm is going to be like, so if I heal Kimari, we should be good. And Yuna's overdrive is going through the ceiling with that weapon. I'm glad we did that. Okay. Toxin is going to get poured on Yuna. Unless I heal her. But I actually won't heal her on purpose. So that she gets toxined. to get Cornbird out here. No, wait, now the toxin hits Cornbird. So we're not gonna get Cornbird out here. Unless we just use Cornbird's turn to heal Cornbird. I'm actually gonna do that. Yuna's gonna get hit with the toxin, but she won't die. She could Asuna herself, not a big deal. Oh, but then the arm's gonna hit her and then she dies. So we're actually gonna get her out of here. Yeah, we're gonna get her out of here. We're actually gonna have Kamari cast Cheer and make her defenses higher. That's 2 cheers. That's fine. That is also fine. Great job. Okay. Okay, the head goes and then the left arm goes. Is Lulu slowed? Let's find out. She's not, actually. She just is slow. Lulu is actually gonna heal herself so that the arm doesn't kill her. I think the head's gonna move suspiciously because on its last turn, it venomed. I think it alternates between the two. So, I did think about delay attack. Delay attack does work, but it doesn't work well enough to justify the cost of doing it, if that makes sense. So, we're actually gonna haste Lulu. Yep, move suspiciously. Good job. So really, I can just... That'll also stop the head from moving. And then the left arm attacks Lulu. Like, I can do something different. Yep. Actually gonna get Yuna back out here. Although, ooh, Yuna needs to Asuna herself, doesn't she? Well, the middle's gonna hit Cornbird anyway, so let's just heal. Ooh, that's right. Do I have a remedy? I don't. Can I... Damn. Waka's got alchemy on him, so I'm actually going to... Yeah, I'll do it. The head's gonna cast a spell. It's either gonna cast fire or water. I think this is worth it, even though it's gonna hurt Yuna to do it. I think this is worth it. Now it's gonna cast water, of course. Nope, thank God. Idiot. So smart, gamers. I do want to get his bug ass, I really do. The worst of the effects on Yuna is poison, so I'm actually just gonna heal that. And then I'm gonna have Walker cast Silence in the head again. Hopefully this skips its turn. Nope, Yuna's dead. Ah, fuck, gamers. But we do have a Phoenix. We haven't used any Phoenixes yet. So it's not... All is not lost. Okay. Uh-huh. Yep. Yuna goes before the head does. I will take it. So, Yuna is gonna spend her turn. Because the left arm is gonna go, but I don't think the left arm kills Yuna. So the left arm goes, and then Yuna uses her turn to heal Waka. Yuna doesn't have enough MP to use life with her current weapon. I can still have her use a Phoenix, though. Lulu's gonna stop the head from moving. Nice, even better. Because right now, if Yuna wants to use life, it's a double cost. That's right, because it was half cost before, so I don't actually know how much anything costs now. Yeah, I'll do that. Famous last words, gamers. Hit. If I have her do anything other than heal the poison, she dies. Even if I have her do, for example. Oh, we don't even have enough MP to do that. So... I think we're losing the plot. He will do Dispel on himself if, like, so for example, if the left arm, it always says the character on the left, but there is no character on the left, it'll use Dispel instead. So, what to do? Yeah, and I'm dead. I don't have anyone alive who can even do that, and then... or it just dies. Yeah. Yep, and then poison breath kills. Yep. Oh, brother. Alright, you know, I had a feeling this is how today was gonna go. Let me let the game reload, and then I'll update the death counter. You were not doing terribly, is the thing. I can't, he's so fast that I can't, like, keep up with him. Because what I really want to do is I want to buff Lulu up as much as I can, and then I want to just unleash her while also keeping her alive and preventing her from being slowed. Because all I really need is like 12 to 15 turns with Lulu and this guy's dead. But it's tricky. Let me reload the game, let me think. However, I am not using that weapon with Yuna again, as cool as the double overdrive was. I'm not doing that. We're gonna go over here. I'm going to change the death counter. Okay. Alright. We're not using that weapon with Yuna. It was a nice thought, but it didn't work. I think we just try again. And I'm gonna talk out loud through all of my moves because that helped. That helped a lot. And this is a stream.
Mr. Kina,
so,
please.
I really want gamers, I don't think you understand how badly I want to do this.
Sin always returns for its spawn. To make sure, we're going to encourage them to call out to it.
I just pray to God that if I do manage to defeat it,
it'll come.
That
I remembered
second
Orin
phase,
telling me.
That it autosaves.
Sin
because
is
if
my
it
old
doesn't, I'm
man.
gonna cry right here on stream.
Sin is checked.
Think about this all week, gamers. I've been thinking about this, and I've been thinking about my my March Caprice essay, which I finally recorded all of the audio for. The script is done, and so between now and when I submit it, it is just getting footage and putting it in the right place, and I'm so excited for y'all to see my essay. I know, March Caprice mention. I'm really excited about my project. Okay, so don't overthink it. You know how to do the opening of this fight. You know what I need to do? If I die again, I'm gonna do this. I need to not have Orin on the field either, because then I can just immediately power break the arms. Because then I don't need to have Cornbird wasting AP and MP to haste for it. But I'm gonna do it anyway, because this is the attempt that we're on, and I'm gonna give it a fair shot, but... Okay. Just getting Lulu out here, and we're gonna start focusing. Come on. Orin, we need you to power break these arms. Okay. And then the toxin hits Lulu. That's why we don't bring her out this early. We're gonna have her focus anyway, even though she's currently slowed. Oh, and I'm also gonna turn on the ×2 speed. Like, we've heard enough of the sound effects, we know what it means. Okay. If Cornbird casts haste, it does counteract slow. And then I think... Is the head moving suspiciously and I missed it? I'm gonna pray that it is. No, it probably isn't. I think the head will move suspiciously on its next turn. So... This could be a quick death, if I'm wrong. But that's kind of the drawback of the ×2. It's harder to keep up. So I'm actually gonna turn it off. There we go. Ah! I'm smart. Okay. Need someone else to get hit with the toxin. Someone like Himari. I'm gonna heal Cornbird up to full health just so I survive this onslaught. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna get Lulu out here, and then in Waka in the middle, I'm actually gonna bring out Yuna, so we're gonna focus again. That means the toxin hits and also kills Kimari, actually, but I'm still gonna bring out Yuna. Yes, I'm gonna have Lulu heal herself on her turn. Now the toxin hits Lulu. Gamers, I'm dumb! I'm gonna do my best, but I don't think this is the run. I'm so dumb. There's just... my brain literally actually hurts trying to keep up with all of everything that happens in this fight. right? They're not power broken. Uh-huh. Well, if I revive Waka, then it doesn't matter because I get poison breathed anyway. So... Pitiful. Yep. Yep, and death! Uh-huh. This is gonna be streamed today, gamers. I know, I know. You know, the guy that I watch on YouTube, Dansgo8, who got me into doing this mod, he also had a whole stream that was basically just dedicated to this. And I didn't want to watch too much of it because I wanted to be able to defeat it on my own, but it did take him a very long time to persevere, and you know, there are very few people in this world that I consider, you know, bigger FF experts than me, but he is one of them. And so, it took him that long. It'll take me even longer. But, I am gonna do what I said I was gonna do before, and I'm actually gonna get Orin off the field. Yeah. Because then I can just bring Orin in on Yuna's turn, have him power break the arms, that's gonna mitigate a lot of the damage. So I'm actually gonna do this so I don't forget to do it on subsequent attempts. Oh, and I'm also taking that weapon off Yuna, and then I'm saving again. Yep. One more time. Gonna celebrate. We are gonna be pogging so much when I beat this thing, gamers.
Are you ready?
As I'm gonna be, honestly.
Mr. Kinoc, please.
Will Sin come?
Sin always returns for its spawn. To make sure, we're going
Basically,
to
what sucks about this
encourage
is I
them
can't
to
beat the
call
boss
out
the
to it.
traditional way. And then, of
won't
course,
have to.
as many of you know, the traditional way to
It'll
beat this
come.
boss is that you kill the arms, and then you can attack
I remembered
the head.
Orin telling
And all
me.
you gotta do is make sure that the head doesn't
Sin
get
is my
turned.
old man. Sin is Jecht.
But I basically can't defeat the arms. I tried a lot of my practice attempts, I tried defeating the arms. And it's not really possible, because they all take half elemental damage and they all have ridiculous defense. And unfortunately, we don't have Armor Break yet. So, what I have to do, essentially, is kill the middle with magic. So I'm trying to set myself up in a way that I can do that without getting slaughtered. And unfortunately for me, I didn't learn Mighty Guard before. So... I am convinced it's possible to do without. I really am. But it's gonna be a lot harder. It is an uphill battle, but that's what we're all about, gamers. We're gonna silence the head, don't be stupid, and then I'm gonna bring in Orin in place of Yuna on her turn. I'm gonna power break. Easy peasy. Great opening. And since Kimari is out here, I can bring out Lulu. So smart, gamers. And use my first focus. Because now Kimari is gonna get hit with the venom. And also that. Kimari might also die, as a matter of fact. But... Hey! Hey, Van, welcome in. I'm fighting for my life out here! We're gonna revive Kimari, that's really the only thing we can do. Let's give it a go. Kimari sacrificed for the cause. Okay. Problem that I keep having is I keep wanting to focus too early. Why don't I learn, gamers? Why don't I learn? Oh my god! And that's gonna be a death unless I bring out Waka to do silence attack, and then Kimari's still dead. Oh my god! So now he's gonna do Dispel, because there is no center character to attack. Yep. Uh-huh. This is not the run, gamers, but I'm gonna do my best. gamers. I'm gonna call this one a wash. Damn. Well, that'll do it for me. Well, maybe the next attack will. Well, that's death anyway. Yeah. So I have a thought. If Kamari is going to be my sacrificial lamb for the cause, I might as well give him the HP plus 30. But the problem is if I don't give him the HP plus 30, then... Or if I do give him the HP plus 30, he will not be poison-proof. And that's what enables him to get hit with the venom so many times, is that... he has poison-proof. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he does. And so if I don't do that and I give him more HP... But... then if I put him in the middle, as my middle person, then Lulu can't come out and start focusing, because she's gonna get hit with the venom. Yeah. It's a tough one, because that poison proof is really, really good. Gamers, I am open to any suggestions. But... because even if I could buy something from Owaka that would help me, I don't have money. And I can't sell anything, I'm not going to. I know we kill it. We could try around with Kamari having HP plus 30. And then on his turn, when it's time for him to be the sacrificial lamb to get hit, maybe he can just throw antidotes on himself. It's worth a shot. I mean, it's something different. Let's go here, make sure he has all that HP. And then... Then Kamari can sacrifice for the cause, because then he doesn't die. Because then he can withstand a hit from the center and a hit from the poison.
Are you ready? Mr. Kinnock, please.
I did see on other playthroughs that, like, who gets... the drops themselves are standardized in the mod.
Always returns for its spawn.
Who gets them is different.
Make sure
and the person that I watched had the good fortune of having Lulu being the one to get the poison-proof weapon, or armor. And that was clutch.
I remembered Orin telling me. Sin is my old man. Sin is Jekt.
I know, Sin is your old man, Sin is Jekt. Here comes Sin. It's starting to get dark over here in Cali. It's always a really spooky time of day. I literally can't do anything but this on the first move. This is the only thing that makes sense. Because then it skips its turn, because it was going to cast a spell on me. And then... Orin power breaks. It's the only thing that makes any sense to do with your first two turns. So now we just have to be careful. Because then Kamari gets hit. And then... I know, right? Like, why isn't he here on this part of the fight? that in, but it won't kill him. Yep. So we'll cure him, and then Tamari will throw an antidote on himself. Actually, Kamari will cast Asuna on himself, because I forgot Kamara knows Asuna in this mod. Okay, hold on. I'm cooking. Yep. Yep. Head's gonna move suspiciously. Yep. Okay. So I have to get Waka out here to stop it, because otherwise I die on the head's next turn. Already dies. No. No cause. 3-1. Okay, 3 is the right arm, Waka's fine. 1 is the head, and it's just gonna do this again. No, it's actually gonna dump Venom. But this also charges Yuna's Overdrive, so I'm gonna hit this. Just gonna hit Kamari, that's fine, that's what I wanted to happen. Yep. Two is the left arm, Yuna should be fine. Which means... 2. Even better. And then, actually, I'm gonna heal Tamari so that he survives. Uh-huh. That's okay. Except the toxin goes to Lulu if the head goes now. But except it's doing this! Alright, alright! I can roll with that. Nice. I think I've got it, gamers. I think Kamari's role in this fight is to be the sacrificial lamb in the middle. What? Okay, hold on. Think carefully. Don't get cocky. Okay. The boss is gonna have a fuck ton of turns, Jesus Christ, and it's because Kamari's slowed. So... Is Kamari slowed? No, he's just cursed. I have a crazy idea. I have an insane idea, actually. Is that gonna give me any more turns? It doesn't. Damn. Warnford's actually a good choice to have out here. Okay. The head is gonna dump Toxin on whoever has the lowest HP, which if I bring Lulu out will be her. But if I bring Orin out, it'll be him. No, I want to create a situation in which Kamari has the lowest HP. So I'm actually going to bring Orin out, and I'm going to heal him. Attack. Or not. I'm really smart, gamers. Okay, the head's gonna move suspiciously on the next turn. That's all it's gonna do. That is all the head does. So. And I replace Orange with Laka, yada yada yada. That's 3, I think. Two means the left arm. I think Waka dies if the left arm hits it. I think. But on the off chance, he does not. This is the better thing to do. That's okay. That's okay. I can live with that. I think this works. Two, 1, and 1's gonna be the toxin. Okay, 2 is the left arm. So Waka's actually fine. But I don't want Yuna to get hit with toxin. I want Cornbird to get hit with it. Mm-hmm. Oh, right. It's the arm hit Waka and then... Great job, Cornbird. Okay. It's just 3, which is the right arm which Lulu survives. So we're going to revive Waka. Even better. The head hits Yuna if I don't heal her. So, we're actually gonna do this and give Lulu 2 turns. Amazing. Yep. And then it's gonna be head and then left arm. We're good. That's 3. And it's gonna do this anyway. Yep. Waka goes before the head does, actually. So... 4. Hits Lulu if I don't heal her. Otherwise it's going to hit Yuna. It's gonna hit Yuna even if I... Yeah, I don't need it to hit Lulu, basically. Skipped its turn. Even better. Alright. Just to make sure we're going to top us off. There we go. Let's get close to overdrive. There it is. In fact, But Waka gets hit with the toxin anyway. And Waka survives that. And then the right arm goes, which Lulu also survives, and she'll also probably evade it. So you know what that means, gamers. It's time. Nice! Okay. That is Waka use the overdrive now. Because if he does, he dies. That's the thing. If Waka uses his overdrive right now, he dies. But is it worth it? Because then on Yuna's turn, I revive him and we start with a clean slate. Play safe. Okay, you're right. So, in that case, what do I do? Because I don't have a remedy, so I can't just heal Waka of everything. Waka's turn isn't for like 600 years because he's slowed. I could use Yuna's turn to Asuna him, but then that means I basically have to waste Waka's turn giving him an antidote. Because on Lulu's turn, I want to damage if I can help it. Because, okay, since it just did the toxin, Head's next turn is going to be to bounce around, right? And so I'm going to need... I might as well life if I'm going to have to Asuna, right? And so I'm like... I don't want this to be what gets me, though. Yuna only has 9 MP left also, so she can only life one more time. The Head's next turn is going to be bouncing around, and then the left arm kills Waka anyway if I don't heal him. So, I actually think I need to take Waka off the field. I actually think Warren. The Head bounces around, left arm goes, boss goes, and it's going to hit Yuna. Right arm goes, it hits Lulu. So I think what I need to do is I need to use Orin's turn to heal him, to ensure that he survives all of this. Yeah. Lulu. Go, Lulu. And then Yuna. Actually gonna take this opportunity. I don't have an ether. Shit. So, no, gamers, I feel like this is the best run we've had yet, is the thing. And I really don't want to mess it up. Is Tamori still slowed? And poisoned and all that fun stuff? Yeah, he is. And then the boss kills him on his turn. So... how about Cornbird? What state are you in? Just normal low health. I think everyone lives if I just use a regular potion on Cornbird. Cornbird's fast enough that I can get him out of here pretty soon anyway. I'm gonna do that. Because then Head goes like this. Or in counterattacks, or doesn't, I guess. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. I'm being so careful, because I want to just attack the Sinspawn. but the other two characters that I have that could damage it are both poisoned. And so it would be a sacrificial thing. They would damage the head and then die. So I actually think I have to use Lulu's turn up here. Because Poison Breath just is auto-kill. Poison Breath, I die. Just, like, no questions about it. It will kill everybody on the field. So I need to prevent that from happening. And so I think I actually have to do that. And then I think Waka. We're close-ish. I mean, we're making headway is the thing. I think I have to do this. This is tricky. I need to hit that head before its next turn. I have to, or I die. But then Lulu gets to go. I can see if I'm Waka and I silence attack the head, it skips its next turn, but then Waka dies. Because of the poison. Oh, and I'm cursed, so I can't even use my overdrive anyway. So... I think I have to. And then have Orin use a Phoenix on him. I think I have to do that. Because otherwise I die. Oh, thank God that hit. He technically has darkness, and I was so worried that that would just kill. I need food. I get that, T-Mac. We'll see if I have this in me. Hopefully when you get back, I've done it. I think I'm gonna save my Phoenixes and also charge Yuna's Overdrive by doing this. But my Overdrive also gets charged if I use a Phoenix. And the 4 heals are better than the 1 life. So I'm actually gonna do this. Yeah. Skipped its turn. Yuna does survive the left side, and then Yuna heals Lulu. Okay, I'm back in this, I think, gamers. Yep. Oh, but then 1, and then if Yuna is the character with the lowest, she gets hit with the toxin. If I fully heal Lulu, does it make Waka get hit with the toxin? I think so. Then it means he can't do his overdrive. I'm doing it anyway. Oh! Do you see this, gamers? No, I know, Waka's gonna hit with the toxin, he's gonna die. But everyone has their overdrives, gamers. This is huge, actually. Everyone has their overdrives right now. So I think I can't afford to have Lulu not use her turn on damaging. The problem is, Waka's dead. Although... Okay, we're so back. We're so back, gamers. There we go, Waka. Okay? Because it just did the toxin. So the number one turn is just going to be the head bopping around anyway, which is fine. And then the boss just hits Waka, left arm hits Orin. So, I'm damaging. I'm not using my overdrive just yet. Yep. Orin. Yep. Head's gonna move suspiciously. And then it's gonna hit Waka. Yep. Three is the left arm. So I actually think now is the perfect time to use Orin's overdrive. Yeah. I think so. Technically this damages all enemies, but the problem with that... Why does it delay its turn if I do that? Oh, I'm at a crack date, gamers. I'm actually gonna do this. Hell yeah! And it skipped its turn. Okay. Okay. Problem, though, is that Waka now has no MP, so I cannot cast Silence on the head, which means that the head is now going to start casting spells at me on its turn. This is bad. Let me see. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. I don't want to get cocky. This is the closest we've gotten. I do not want to get cocky. Here's what I think I'm gonna do, actually. I'm gonna have Lulu do her overdrive, because at least one of her thunders is gonna hit the head. Right? At least one of them. I hope. If it doesn't, I just have Waka hit it anyway. But then I change out Waka for Yuna, and I cast Null Blaze on everybody, because fire is, I think, what it's gonna do on its next turn. So... I'm actually gonna... Now is the time for Fury. Now is the time to shape your stories. I'm in a Fury for my life, gamers. I want to get 7 or 8. Let's go. Only 5. But one of them hit the head. That's all I needed. That is all I needed. Okay. 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 Now, I'm gonna trade out Waka. Oh, but it picks on the character with the lowest HP. But it doesn't matter, because if its next move is fire, it's negated anyway. With Null Blaze. I have to believe that. I do have a Phoenix in case Yuna dies, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I'm so smart! I'm so smart! Okay, which means the next spell it's gonna use is water, because that tends to be the pattern. So, okay. Gamers. We're so close. We are so close. Okay. No cockiness. What I'm going to do is the next move doesn't hit Yuna anyway, so I'm actually going to cast, text on the character with the lowest HP. I'm going to cast Null Tide, which also should negate the head's next attack, unless it starts doing this again, which is also fine. That's better, actually. That's okay. Neither of these moves hits Lulu, so I'm gonna go for it. I'm understanding the pattern of this now. Yep. Toxin hits unit, kills her. That's actually fine. That's less fine, but we'll work with it. Oh no. I forgot that when the center character is dead, it does dispel. Because now the arms are going to hit at full strength because it doesn't have power break on it anymore. Does this do anything for me? Not particularly. Can't panic. I can't panic now. So what would be cool is if Lulu dodged the right arm. Because no matter what the head does, because it can do one of three things right now. It can either, if it toxins Lulu, Lulu dies, but I don't think that's going to happen because it did that on its last turn. So, I think the head either casts fire or water, in which case these characters are both protected from that and nothing happens. What I don't want to happen is for the arm to kill Lulu. Because what I don't want is that for this to be one of the rare times that Lulu doesn't evade that attack. Because I want to say it's probably worth it to do more damage, but it also... I also don't have a Phoenix anymore. Fuck. I can't panic, though. This is as close as we've gotten. Okay. Because I can't have anybody else do anything else unless I have Waka take my chances on Waka's Overdrive. But I don't know if I want to do that. Because that's going to give the boss... It's going to give him 17 million turns. Whereas Lulu would get a turn if this missed. I'm gonna go for it. I think that's all I can do. Uh-huh. That doesn't matter. Uh-huh. Me too. Okay. Attacks character with the lowest HP, so it'll just fucking kill or hurt. Okay, so I honestly think there are only two things that I can do that make any sense. I can either go for it again with Lulu, but it doesn't kill. But then the boss kills me because Poison Breath, so that's not really a viable option. I could do Waka's Overdrive, which I think hits. If I get something good, I think it hits. But I could also just do a normal attack with Waka, but that really only buys me time. Kimari's useless. I mean, he has Null Blaze on, but that's only gonna do so much because Poison Breath kills me anyway. So, I could use Lulu to hit. Hi, Allie! Welcome! I could use Lulu to hit. And it would stop it from doing Poison Breath. But then the arm kills Orin. And so, like... I think I have to take my chances with Aurochs Reels. I think that's literally the only thing I can do. Gamers, I'm gonna be so upset if I die, but if I die, I'm gonna go down swinging. Gamers, I think I have to. I think this is the only thing that makes any sense. Okay, I'm gonna try so hard. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Fuck! That's it. Yep, and that's it. What's the most painful death? Isn't it wonderful? Sutsuki Dane is wonderful. First, I wish we had some wine. I really need some wine. We don't have any. Oh, good night, Birdie. You'll see in the VOD whether or not I was successful, or I'll post in Discord whether or not I was successful, because I am gonna give it a couple more, just at least 2 or 3 more, just honest tries, because I really want this to be the day. Oh my god. The only thing that I can think of that I haven't really done anything with, the only thing I can really think of is using Guard with Orin. The problem is Orin's a fucking liability because of how slow he is. But what I'm actually going to do, one thing I am going to do differently, is I'm actually going to give Yuna the Comrade Overdrive. Because I do think that's the best Overdrive mode for this, just because there's no way for me to avoid damage entirely. And so, everyone's getting damaged, essentially. And so, although Kimari, since he is now our sacrificial lamb, Kimari is actually going to get, Victim, because he's gonna get hit with that attack most often. What are the ones I have? I have, ooh, White Wind is nuts if I manage to get White Wind. I don't have Mighty Guard, that would be the strat, but I don't have it. I do need to re-give him the HP plus 30. These really help. Okay. We're just gonna try again. We have to.
Are you ready?
Gamers, I am literally thinking
Mr.
so
Kinnock,
hard. Like, I
please.
can feel it, like, right here. I am my brain activity.
Will Sin come?
Sin always returns for its spawn.
Sin always
Make
returns to its
sure
spawn to
we're
make sure we're
going
gonna
to
encourage them to call out
encourage
to
them to
it.
call out to it.
You won't have to.
You won't have to, it'll come.
It'll come.
I remembered my old man said.
I remembered Orin telling
Sin
me.
is my old man, Sin is Jack.
Sin is my old man. Sin is Jacked.
if I do end up making highlights of this stream one day, that particular death is being the highlights. Gamers, that was like 30 minutes and I almost had it. Oh my lord. Clean slate. Everything's okay. Okay. It is called the Sinspawn Gui, G-U-I. Or Gui, some people say. Okay, unit is still everyone, thank god. One, two. Toxin gets dumped on Kamari. Left arm gets open. So. This will get Orin out of here a lot faster. Kamari cast a suit on himself. Oh, but then I don't survive the center attack. So... No, it used Venom on its... Oh no, the boss is the middle, attacks center character. If center character is KO'd, does Dispel or Demi. That's part of my notes here. So... Lulu won't die and Cornbird won't die, so we're gonna do our first focus. That's 1. Even better. Even better! Idiot! Because the head's just gonna do this on its next turn. So... And that's the next thing that happens. And so, I actually want Kamari to heal himself. No, I don't. I don't want Kamari out here. Problem, though. Well, maybe not. I don't want to mess up this early. I need Kamari to heal himself. Is Logo already hasted? No, perfect. But if it does fire, it hits Kimari, and Kimari has null blaze. Not taking any chances. Kimari dies anyway. Clutch! That's fine. Yep. Okay. And I still have time to do this. Oh, I did do that anyway. We are going to heal Kimari. Kimari gets hit by the toxin, and then also gets hit by the arm. I think we're fine, actually. So... that's 2. Yep. Better! Great job, Kimari. That's 3. Right arm goes, Yuna gets hit in the center, we're fine. So, Kimari can Asuna himself. Head's gonna move suspiciously, it's literally not gonna do anything. That's 4. Or 3. I don't actually know. I think it's 4. Okay. Nice. If I don't heal Lulu, she dies in this onslaught. So yes, I think this is good. Kimari gets hit by the toxin, he dies, but that might be okay for now. One, 2. Middle left arm. So I need to heal. No, because if I heal, I have to heal Lulu because otherwise she gets hit by the toxin, and that's like the worst thing that can happen. I'm gonna have her use an item so her next turn moves up a lot sooner. Kimari's hit by the toxin. Yuna's hit by the toxin. Oops. But Kimari can heal Yuna. His turn. Yuna dies if she gets hit. Nice. Glad I healed her. Okay. And now, let's go, Lulu. Uh-huh. And then... Head's gonna move suspiciously on its next turn anyway. Yep. Yuna goes before the head goes, which is great. Which means, let's go Lulu. One. Left arm and then Toxin. And I want to make sure it isn't Lulu who gets hit by the Toxin. I actually meant to do a high potion. Oops. I have a thought. Excellent. Even better. Well, I didn't expect that. 1-2. Head's gonna move suspiciously, and then it's gonna hit the left character. But right now the left character is dead, so I need to revive the left character. Hi, we're in. Orin will survive it. Head moves suspiciously, so I'm going to attack. Yep. Three and then boss. Yuna dies. Yuna dies if I do not heal her. Yep. Okay. This is extremely demoralizing, gamers. Okay. I do think that being more aggressive pays off, like with Lulu, because then it's just fewer turns that I have to survive, right? Ideally, I would like to have I'd like to have Yuna on the field long enough for her to get her overdrive, and then just blast it to pieces with my Aeon. I would love to do that, but, this time, I'm going to go on ×2 speed, potentially, but I will still keep track of every turn that it has.
Are you ready?
What is happening. Put it on ×2, which
Mr.
doesn't
Kino,
affect the cutscene.
please.
I wish it did. I wish I could skip the cutscene. There is a cutscene remover mod out there, but I was
Sin
worried it
always
would interact with
returns
the
for its
Master's mod in a way I
spawn.
didn't like.
To
So,
make sure, we're going to encourage them to call out to it.
You won't have to. It'll come.
it'll come. I remember
Orin
Orin
telling me.
Sin is my old man.
Sin is my old
Jacked.
man. Sin is Jacked.
Yeah, I know, Titus. I know, Orenberg. Sin is your old man. Sin is Jacked. I'm gonna start keeping a tally of how many times I actually use focus so that I know how many it is. Okay. Same as usual. Skips its turn. Okay. Then we're actually going to cast Haste on Orin. We're going to get him out of here. Yep. And Kamari's also going to get Toxined. Okay. Yep. Okay. We are schmoovin' now, but we lost all of our sound effects. That's kind of the trade-off. Okay. 3 just hits the character on the right, which is Cornbird. Thing is, I never really want Lulu to be in the center. I always want her to be on the left and right. So, what to do. I'll put Waka here. Then what should Waka do on his turn? Like, I have to use every turn so efficiently. See, then if I just leave Kamari here, the boss hits him on his turn, and then... No, wait, I'll replace Orin with Yuna and heal Kamari. So, I'm actually gonna have Kamari Asuna himself. Because then the head's just gonna move suspiciously, so Kamari just needs to survive. Or the head will dump its toxin, which I don't think it'll do. Yep, move suspiciously. Which means it's Waka time. This means we gotta hit the head, and then left arm, and then the head does nothing. So we're in a good spot. Yep. So now I think it might be Lulu time. Although, no, Kamari dies because he's in the middle. I think it's still Lulu time. I think we get her on the field, potentially. But an item makes her turn come up again a lot sooner. So. Yep. Waka. Kamari. Yep. Okay. Then, since the head moved suspiciously on its last turn and we stopped it, it is going to dump Toxin on whoever has the lowest HP, which right now is Kamari, and he will survive that. So, I'm taking the opportunity to cast Haste on Lulu. Yep. And then that is... 1 focus. I'm gonna cast Toxin on Kamari. Yep. And then the left arm hits Lulu. We're gonna heal Cornbird. Head's gonna move suspiciously on its next turn, so right arm, Yuna, and then nothing happens. So, we're gonna do 2. It's going to be more efficient to do it this way. Actually, no. We're gonna do 3. Yep. We're going 2. And Yuna heal herself, because I want her on the field for as long as possible so that she can get her overdrive. Yuna heals herself. Cornbird is out of here. Orin heals Lulu, but then that means Yuna gets hit with a toxin. No, wait. Nothing happens because then it has to be Waka time, unless Waka's... He's not on Death's Doorstep. It has to be Waka time, so then nothing happens on turn number 1. But then Lulu gets hit with the arm, but Lulu can heal herself. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yep. Yep. Boss is gonna hit Yuna, and Yuna's gonna survive. So, we are going to do this again. It's 4. Even better. Okay. So, Yuna needs to get out of here, essentially. Because number 1's gonna do Toxin on its next turn. So, Kimahri needs to cast Asuna on himself, and then one of them needs to heal Kimahri, preferably Waka because he has alchemy. So, does Lulu need to do anything other than focus? I think she needs to heal herself so that she survives the hit. And then Waka needs to heal Kimahri, and then Waka gets hit with the toxin. I can live with that. Even better. Okay, number 3 is gonna hit Waka, and then the middle's gonna hit Kimahri, so we need to heal Waka. We're getting there, gamers. We got a lot of setup that we have to do before Lulu can just start annihilating. Okay. That's 5. So Lulu's ready to go. She is locked and loaded. The head's gonna move suspiciously on its next turn, so literally nothing happens, which means... which means we need to heal Kimahri. Okay. Left arm, right arm. So if we don't stop the head, we get venomed. So it's going to be left arm, right arm, center, and then nothing, essentially. Or left arm, right arm, center, and toxin. That's what's going to happen. Or it skips the head's next turn. I'm starting to lose my mind. So I have to stop the head. So I'm going to. Nice. Okay. Uh-huh. That's okay. That is alright. We're going to heal Yuna. Now what happens? Left arm, head, center. And the head's gonna dump toxin on its next turn. So I actually need Waka out here. This is going to damage him, but I think it's worth it. I will save Lulu's overdrive for the next time the head is moving suspiciously. I think we all survived this round. But just in case, it also gives me another turn sooner. All that happens is that the right arm moves, and then Yuna survives that, so let's go Lulu. Yep. The boss is going to hit Waka in the middle, so let's heal him. Head's gonna move suspiciously, and then the left arm, both of these things I survive, so... This will not kill Kimari to do, but he is gonna get killed by the right arm. Oh, and actually, Lulu goes before the head anyway. So, I'm gonna use Lulu's next turn to do that. So, this is the perfect time... Would be the perfect time to cast Asuna on Waka. The problem is Yuna dies from the arm. So I actually need Yuna to heal herself right now. Oh, it missed anyway, but I didn't know that that would happen. Okay, so the boss is going to charge Waka, and he might die, but that's fine because Yuna's still alive. So I actually think now is the perfect time to do this. I'm gonna Fury for my life. At least one of them hit the head, that's all I needed. Okay? Waka dies. That's alright. Now that... Anniversary of Yuna's overdrive. I have to do it. I have to do it. Have to do it. Okay, we're gonna put this on normal speed. Okay. 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 Can he do anything else? No, I really think the only option is... Yeah, I think the only option is overdrive. I think we have to go for it. Alright, enjoy the cutscene, gamers. This isn't gonna kill, I don't think, but I don't know how much damage it does do, is the thing. I'm so scared. That's huge! He's gonna get hit by Curse because Aeons actually are susceptible to Curse, but that's okay. It's gonna dispel the power break. Sure. And it dies. But as long as Yuna gets a turn afterwards, we have a fighting chance. Maybe. Can I move? Can I please go? No! Ah! Hey. I'm gonna take this opportunity. I'm gonna reload the game. I'm gonna take a quick little bathroom break. Clear my head. Break strats. I'm gonna reload the game though so that I don't get dinged for the theme, which can happen, apparently. Okay. Yeah. I will be right back. I mute myself first. I have returned, and I have rum and orange juice. So... I also don't think I added that one to the death counter. So I'm gonna do that. I do think... Okay, so I did fail. But I do think that leaving Yuna on the field as long as she can be there is a great strategy. And so, because that gave her her overdrive, and Yuna's overdrive is easily the most powerful. So...
Are you ready? Mr.
We did
Kinnock,
learn that.
please.
We also learned that the overdrive does
Will
roughly
Sin come?
2100 damage to the body.
Sin always returns for
It's
its
just the Aeon's
spawn.
gonna die after that happens.
To make sure, we're going to encourage them to call
Theoretically,
out to
Yuna
it.
could do her overdrive
You
twice,
won't
but
have to.
I'm not gonna survive long
It'll
enough.
come.
Either the boss dies or I do before Yuna
I
does her
remembered Orin
overdrive
telling
twice.
me. Sin is my old man. Sin is Jekt.
Yep. And then we're going to power break the arms. I'm gonna get Waka in here, and I'm actually not gonna get Waka in here. We're gonna get Cornbert back in here. We're gonna cast haste on Warren to get him out of here. Boss and then 3, so we're gonna put a different character in the middle. Let's do Waka. Oh, actually though, let's do Yuna. Then what can Yuna do? Like, I want to use the turn. It's the same. The same thing I had last time. I don't know what to do with the third turn. See, I want to get Lulu in here and start focusing, but then she's gonna get blasted by the middle. The boss in the middle. I don't want that. I'm gonna do it anyway, because there's no other way to really use this turn. Oh, and it missed anyway. Excellent. Okay. Now Warren, move. Get out of here. Yuna heal Cornbert. When number 1 goes... Oh, but if I heal Cornbert, then it hits Lulu, so I'm actually not going to heal Cornbert. No, it already dumped Toxin on Kimahri. Literally nothing's gonna happen on the next turn, so I actually, in fact, will heal Cornbert. Yep, that happens. And so... Cornbert is going to cast haste on Lulu. Lulu will put a stop to the head. The left arm's gonna hit Yuna. Oh, but wait, that's why I needed Waka to do that! Why do I forget everything that I learned when I do this boss? That's okay, we can recover. fine. And then we're going to... Now Yuna's hasted, which is great. So we're going to get Lulu in here, and we're going to focus again. And then Waka is going to silence attack. The head, 2, 3, 1. We should be good. Yep, even better. Head does nothing except move suspiciously on its next turn, so it's 2. Yep. Waka goes before the head does. So Waka can just boop it. Yep. 2. And then Hornbert can be switched out with Yuna. And Yuna can heal Waka. Head's gonna cast Toxin on its next turn, so I need somebody in here with a lower HP than Lulu. So this is the time. Kimahri healed Asunas himself, and then Lulu heals Kimahri. Oh. End my suffering. Just take me out. Missed anyway. There you go. That one, you know what, gamers? That one was a wash. It's probably not great stream content, but what I don't want to happen is for me to beat this thing off screen. That's what I don't want to happen. I normally stream for about 3 hours, so I think that's 2 more solid attempts unless I beat it. But I really don't want to end stream without beating this thing. Like, I want to make some solid progress.
Are you ready?
×2 does make
Mr.
it harder
Kinnock,
to keep track of what's
please.
happening, but I'm having to do so many attempts on this guy that it is helping
Will
us be
Sin
economical.
Sin always returns for its spawn. To make sure, we're going to encourage them to call out to it.
You won't have to. It'll come.
I remembered Orin telling me. Sin is
See,
my
I
old
do
man.
wonder an alternative strategy
Sin
is to
is
keep
jacked.
Cornbird out on the field and have him cast a bunch of cheers. Like, have him cast haste on himself and then cast a bunch of cheers. Is a strat. Oh. Because then it means that when the arms hit me, it's less, and then I have to spend less time healing, but that's not. There's this, and then I gotta beat the second version of Seymour anyway, but you know what? You know what, gamers? Now is not the time to be demoralized. Okay? Now is the time. Now is the time to choose. And I'm choosing to beat this guy. I'm simply choosing to do it. I'm simply choosing to beat him. That's right. Thanks, B. Okay. First turn, dumps Toxin on Kimahri. Second turn, hits Orin, so nothing happens. So I should get Hornbert to cast haste on himself, actually. I'm changing my strategy a little bit. This one hits Orin, that doesn't even matter. So, gonna cheer, actually. We're gonna start a cheer counter. Well, not really, because cheer's just good to have. See, if Kimahri swaps out with Lulu, she both dies and she both gets hit by the middle and then also gets hit by the toxin. No, no one gets hit by the toxin. I actually think this will work. Okay? Let's begin. Focus 1. And then Kornberg casts haste on Lulu. Everyone should survive these attacks. Even better. Yep. I have to remember to actually take care of that. I will. But I will do that by replacing Kornberg, not by replacing Lulu. So, special focus. Let's focus 2. Okay. Kornberg gets replaced with Waka. Waka hits it. Then, on its next turn, it's going to do Toxin. And if Lulu's in here, she gets hit by it. So, let's have Kornberg get hit by it. Actually, let's have Unit get hit by it. Because then she's also getting the overdrive boost from the others. Sure, heal Orin. Why not? Okay. Now Lulu's safely over here on the left. Now she can do focus. She can actually do focus twice. It's wonderful. 4. Head's gonna move suspiciously, so nothing else happens except for that. So that means it's a good time for Kimahri. Well, hold on. Yes, I think so. This is a good time for Kimahri to assume that himself. Miscounted. That's okay. It's okay. So now, because it did the toxin, nothing happens. Lulu survives this, so let's do her last focus. Okay, Lulu's locked and loaded. Head moves suspiciously on its next turn, literally nothing else happens, and then Waka's already here. Bing, bang, boom. Let's go, Lulu. Okay, boss is gonna kill Kimahri if we do not heal him. On 1, it's gonna also dump Toxin on Kimahri, and then it's gonna hit Waka. So, we need... No, but if I heal Kimahri all the way... Oh, this is tricky. If I heal Kimahri all the way, Lulu gets hit with the Toxin, which is worse. No, because Kimahri is going to get damaged by this attack, and then he'll have the lowest HP. I'm so smart. Yep. Or it does nothing because it stopped it from moving suspiciously. Either way. Now on the head's next turn, it does the toxin. So, let's attack. And then let's get Yuna out here so she can start getting those overdrive boosts. Let's have her heal herself, actually, and not Kimahri. Because the toxin will not kill Kimahri, so... And then let's have Kimahri... You know what, why not? Help me out a little bit, Kimahri. Sure. Boss and then 3. So, boss kills Kimahri if we don't heal him. Head's gonna move suspiciously, and then the left goes. So I will have Yuna heal Lulu. Lulu can attack. Yep. Boss 3-1. Oh, and Lulu's gonna get hit by a toxin if I leave her in here. So I'm not gonna leave her in here. Lulu won't get hit by the toxin her next turn. His next turn does nothing. Number 1's next turn skips. So I'm actually going to stop the head from moving. But then Kimahri dies. Kimahri dies either way. It's better for the head to have silence on it, so we do it this way. Keep the Phoenix in case somebody else needs it. Life, and then number 2 is the left arm. I'm just gonna hit Waka, and he'll be in critical health, but he'll survive. And I'll replace him with Lulu. But then Lulu's the one that gets hit by the toxin. I don't want that. I'd rather Kimahri get hit by the toxin. Is Yuna hasted? I think she is, but I'm gonna double check. She is not. We're gonna heal Kimahri because he dies if we don't. Yep. Then, let's think hard. I will put Lulu over here, because she's not going to survive getting hit on the left side, but she would survive getting hit on the other side. So, I'm going to Thunder him and attack. And then I'm going to replace Hornbird with Yuna. And then... Number 1, the head's going to move suspiciously. That's all that happens. Number 2, Yuna gets hit, but she lives. So, we're going to make sure Lulu lives. Thought that would give Lulu her overdrive, but it didn't. That is okay. I need Yuna to heal herself, and then I need Lulu to heal Kimahri. No, because someone needs to hit the head. Although the head, Yuna goes before the head does, I can always swap her in with Waka if I have to. Kimahri also goes before either of them. I'm gonna have Lulu hit the head. And then Kimahri can heal himself. Yuna heal Kimahri. Lulu hit the head, so that it doesn't poison breath us. Because then all that happens is it charges at Kimahri, but he lives, and that also gives Lulu her overdrive for next time. Mm-hmm. 3 hits Lulu, but she lives, and that also gives Yuna her overdrive. Okay. Hits Lulu and she lives. 1 hits the character with lowest HP and either of them die. So... Problem is, I do want silence on the head. 3 hits Lulu and she lives. Yuna also has her overdrive. I'm gonna save it. Number 1 is going to hit the character with the lowest HP. So Waka dies, essentially. Because if I heal Waka, then the Venom hits Yuna, And that would be worse. Unless the head moves suspiciously, but I don't think so. I think it's toxin time. Oh, or nothing. Even better. We got a respite. Toxin time is the head's next turn. Yuna will survive the hit. So I need Lulu to... well... because then it hits Lulu is the problem, and I don't want the toxin to hit Lulu. Sorry, I have locked in gamers. Let me have some better posture. Toxin time for the next turn on the head. Head's gonna ram walk and he dies anyway before the toxin hits. So, we need Waka to take that damage. So, I'm gonna use Yuna to heal Waka. I'm gonna use Lulu to attack the boss. Because it isn't toxin time yet. Tricky. Because I want to heal Lulu. Then that means toxin time happens to Yuna. Which is fine, because maybe then she can do her overdrive on her next turn. Yes. Oh, toxin time goes to Waka anyway, and he dies, which is fine. Okay, now the center character is dead, which means on the boss's next turn, unless I revive the center character, it's going to cast a spell on itself. So, I'm going to have Yuna do Phoenix, or I'm going to have Yuna do Life on Waka. I'm going to have Lulu attack the boss. Okay. How does this mess with my turn order? It's 1-2. And it's not toxin time. The head's just gonna move suspiciously, so all that happens is that the arm hits Yuna. So this is fine. So I'm actually going to attack again. Even better. Head does not go before I do, so I need to make sure that the toxin... Well, it doesn't matter, because it skips its next turn anyway. So, then Lulu unleashes her overdrive. Okay, yep. Heal. Lulu survives. Yep. Lulu does her overdrive to stop Poison Breath from just insta-killing us. So, here we go. Head does nothing. Stopped it from moving suspiciously. So head literally does nothing on its next turn. And so then the turn after that is Yuna gets hit with the arm. His HP is not low enough yet that I want to use the Aeon. So, I need to make sure whatever happens... Head does nothing on its next turn, but in case it does, I would rather it kill Waka, so I'm going to heal Lulu. Okay? That's fine. I always forget that if I don't silence it, then the head actually does do something on its next turn. If I don't revive the center character, then it's going to cast Dispel on itself, and that's going to be a lot worse. So, it is Phoenix time. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. 2, 3, 1. And Waka doesn't go. It might be time to unleash the overdrive. I think it is time. It doesn't kill, but it makes a ton of progress. Cool, it even times 2 through the summon animations. It's fantastic. We are strategizing, Barnabas. We are fighting for our lives. I have made considerable progress, but no, I have not yet won. Yeah, I knew that would happen. Yeah, and he dies. That's fine, though, because it did a lot of damage. Now I need to be really careful when I return to the fight. Okay. Lulu survives. And the head kills if I don't attack the head. So I have to attack the head. I do not have a choice. Lulu doesn't survive because... I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Right, I'm putting it on ×4 this time. We are really gonna zoom. That was the closest I've gotten. That was the closest I've gotten to beating it. What I forget happens, and I need to remember this, if I'm going to use the Aeon, it needs to kill. Because what's going to happen otherwise is that it's going to cast a Dispel on itself because there is no center character. And I think that's what killed me on that strategy. We're gonna really zoom now. But I'm close, I'm close. I think keeping Yuna out as much as possible is a good strategy because it gives her overdrive. But I think I need to use the overdrive when I'm in killing range. I need to use the overdrive as an insta-kill, essentially.
Maester Keenock, please.
Maester Keenock, please.
Will Sin come?
Will Sin come? Sin always returns for its
spawn.
To make sure we're going to encourage them to call out to it. You won't have to. It'll come.
It'll come.
I remember what Orin told
Orin
me.
telling me.
Sin is my old man.
Sin is my old man.
Sin is jacked.
Sin is jacked.
This is becoming my there's no way you're taking Kairi's heart scene. That's right. Gamers, I want to win this so badly. I was so close. I'm so close to mastering this boss. My DNA is this boss. It's in my DNA. I can do this. Okay, we're zooming now. We're zooming now, but the strategy's the same. I did not get these genes from outer space. I resent that. Okay. Last time having Cornbert cast haste on himself was actually very clutch, so I'm gonna do that again. Uh-huh. Okay, ×4 is a little fast to follow even for me. We're gonna do ×2. There we go. Okay. Cornbert needs to cast haste on Orin. No. No. What needs to happen is Yuna needs to heal Kamari. Everyone goes once, that's fine. The head actually does nothing, this is just gonna move suspiciously. So, Yuna needs to heal Kamari, or he dies. And then Kamari needs to cast Asuna on himself. Yep. Yep. Head moves suspiciously, then it hits Yuna. Or misses Yuna, even better. Okay. Now, I have to use Walker or I die on the next turn, so... That's alright? Okay. Now. Let's go, Kimari! You gotta get up! Okay. The head is going to do the toxin. One focus. No. A lot of haste. Lulu. Yep, and then she survives. Uh-huh. Boss and then 3, neither of those hits Lulu. But one of them does hit Kimari, so... let's do that. Huh. Huh. Head's gonna move suspiciously and literally nothing else will happen. So I'm gonna have Yuna out here, so she can start getting the overdrive. Yep. And then focus 2. Even better. Okay. Now, I need Waka. Although it's toxin time, isn't it? If I don't use Waka, then the head is gonna do something like Fyra, except I have the lowest HP anyway. So I might as well cast Asuna on myself. I think this will work. But then, no, because then I get hit anyway. So, let's try this. I know it's gonna damage me a little, but that's fine, actually. Yes. I need to cast silence on that head. That's fine. Toxin time on Kimari. Yep. Boss kills Kimari if I don't heal him, so I will do that. Head does nothing except move suspiciously on its next turn, so I'm going to haste Yuna if she isn't already. And she's not. Number 2 will only hit Cornbert. And it missed anyway, but I didn't know that, so that was still a good move. Stop poison breath from killing us, so there we go. Okay, and then head does nothing on its turn, but it's going to ram Kimari. Yuna will survive, but Kimari won't. So cure myself so that if it is toxin time, it hits Kimari. And it wasn't toxin time, but 1, 2, and then the boss. And he's no longer silenced. I need him to be silenced. Gonna dump Toxin on Kimahri and he dies. It's gonna hit Lulu and she lives, and it's gonna ram Kimahri. So... there you go, Kimahri. That's right, it's low. It's current active HP, not... well. Kimahri lives, but Waka needs to get out of there. And I've only focused twice. Oh no, gamers. Lulu has her overdrive, but I'm going to save it for the next time the head moves suspiciously. So I am going to focus. Because literally nothing happens between now and then, so I'm going to focus. Can have you now here for the overdrive points. And reveal yourself. Excellent. This is what this is for. Lulu survives this anyway, so here we go. Fury time, gamers! That was excellent. Okay. Boss is gonna ram Kimahri. Kimahri's gonna die if I don't heal him. So I'm gonna heal him. I don't think the head does anything on its next turn, so then it just hits Yuna and she's fine, so... or that! Even better. Okay. We're gonna heal Kimahri again. Kimahri can actually cast Asuna on himself this time. Lulu can do focus. I realize now, though, that on the head's next turn, it's going to cast Toxin on whoever has the lowest HP. So now that is going to be Waka. So, we're manipulating the pattern. That's what I was going to say. But since Waka completely biffed it, we're gonna protect against its spell. Yuna has her overdrive, but I'm not gonna get tempted by that. We're only gonna use it when it's in killing range. Which means Yuna needs to get out of here. Okay. So, number 1, the head's gonna move suspiciously on its next turn. 2, it's gonna hit Cornbert. Boss is gonna hit Kimahri. Kimahri, once again, Kimahri dies if we do not heal him. So let's heal him a little bit. Or that. Waka goes again before the head does. But if the center character is dead, then the center character, then it does Dispel on itself, and we don't need that. I'm not gonna have it biff again. The last time I relied on Waka's overdrive, it let me down. There we go. Two is Yuna, boss is Kimahri. Both of them are fine, actually. Only a few of those left. Let's block it just a little bit. Or that. Should have healed Kimahri. Because now, I'm out. I don't know, cast Toxin on Waka. It's gonna kill Waka. I wonder if this one does any more damage. This is a good time for us to experiment. It does! I mean, that kills the Aeon. Okay, but we learned something very valuable here. We learned something extremely valuable here. We learned that Tweedles is actually the way to go. It's gonna cast Dispel on itself and it's gonna kill Yuna. But we're not. But Yuna can't revive anybody anyway. Yuna has no offensive abilities, so... I know, and then that's death. But we did learn something. We did learn something. So I'm actually okay with this. Alright, gamers. I'm ready. I am ready. I am probably gonna go a little bit past my normal time because holy shit, I want to do this. I want to do this so much. I don't think you understand how much I've been thinking about this all week, how much I've been strategizing. The reason my death count is so high is because I doubled it at the beginning of stream to make up for all of my off-screen attempts. That's right, I gained knowledge, and the knowledge that I gained is that... Weedles is the way to go when Yuna gets her overdrive. Because it kills the arms. And yes, the arms do regenerate, but it kills them. And so... that's good knowledge. That is knowledge we didn't have before, gamers.
Are you ready? Mr. Kinnock, please.
Will Sin come?
Sin always returns for its spawn. To make sure, we're going to encourage them to call out to it.
Tweedles actually
You
does
won't
more
have
damage than
It'll
Blingo.
come.
So, whenever
remembered
we use
Orin
Yuna's
telling me.
overdrive, it needs to be Tweedles.
Sin is my old man.
And I didn't
Sin
see
is
that coming,
Jet.
I really didn't. Unfortunately, I don't have, like, Armor Break or Magic Break right now. That would help a lot. In fact, Tweedles is the only way I'm getting rid of the arms. Because otherwise, it's the reason I'm not going after the arms and trying to beat this in the traditional way is because you can't. The arms have an incredibly high defense, and they're also take half damage to all of the enemies. Or all the elements. Just like we practiced, so. Okay. It's gonna ram Kimari. It's fine. Hornbird is gonna cast haste on Orin. No, himself, and then Orin. Because 2 just hits Orin, that's actually fine. Okay. I'm just making sure that I'm thinking correctly. Head's gonna move suspiciously. It's gonna hit Cornbird on the side. So it might be Lulu time, because he already did the toxin. Focus. Waka. Head skips its next turn. He gets haste on Lulu, I get Lulu out of the middle, I heal Hornbird. Yes, because then he survives the attack. Head moves suspiciously on its next turn, rams Yuna, she survives. Perfect. Or it does nothing on its next turn. I always forget that it skips the next turn after you stop it suspiciously. 3 hits Waka, Waka's completely fine. And so, because I will get the opportunity to heal Lulu, I'm gonna focus again. It's 2. Nope, not that. Okay, now it's gonna be toxin time, which means I need to get somebody else out here so that Lulu does not get hit by the toxin. So I'm gonna have Kimari heal himself, and I'm not gonna bother with Asunaing him because he's just going to get hit by the toxin again. That's fine. And then we're gonna focus. Yep. Oh, Yuna got hit by the toxin. That's actually okay. I can have Yuna cast Asuna on herself with her next turn. Kimari, but Yuna will die if I don't heal her. Yuna will die, you know? So I'm gonna heal her. Better. Yep. Uh-huh. The only thing that happens is the head moves suspiciously. I'm gonna focus again. And then Yuna's actually gonna cast Asuna on herself. I didn't mean for her to get hit by that. Since Lulu is the only one that can go before it does. Although, let's actually do it this way. Even better. Okay. Right hits Kimari, Kimari dies. I need to heal him. You know what I just realized, gamers? We don't have any way right now to heal Curse. So Yuna getting hit by that means we can't use the Aeons. And that doesn't mean we can't win. It does mean we can't get the Aeon, so we have to be really, really careful. Okay, 1-2. The last thing the head did was Toxin, I am pretty sure. Can anybody in the chat correct me on this if I'm wrong? But I'm pretty sure the last thing the head did was Toxin. Because if that's true, then that influences my next move. I'm pretty sure the last thing the head did was Toxin. Thank you, Fruitoon. I have no way of healing Curse, though, so Yuna's never gonna get to use her Aeons, which sucks. Last thing it did was attack Kimari with Toxin, I'm guessing, so, which means on this turn it's gonna... The head? The head doesn't physically attack. The head either does Toxin, or it goes like this. I'm going to to assume that it did do toxin. Oh, no, I'm looking for boss 1. Boss 1 is the head. Boss 3 is supposed to attack Kamari, because he's on the right. No, that's okay. I appreciate you checking. Because what I want to do is, if the last thing it did was toxin, then that means it's gonna spend its next turn doing this. And so, if that's the case, then all that happens is Lulu gets hit by the arm before anybody gets to move again. So if that's the case, I want to get Lulu locked and loaded. I want to get her ready to go. I think it did do toxin. Waga hit the head and the head stopped moving, which means it's going to do toxin now. Okay, thank you for checking, Fruitoon. Toxin is still not going to kill Kamari, though, so my plan is unchanged. There we go. Thank you for checking, because that would have surprised me otherwise. Okay. So, we are going to have Kamari heal himself, even though he's going to take the damage from the poison. Now we know that the last thing the head did was toxin. So we're going to have Kamari heal himself. We're going to have Yuna heal Lulu. That means Yuna gets hit by the toxin again, but that ship has already sailed. And then we're going to have Lulu cast Thunder. So we're going to have Kamari heal himself. Have Yuna heal Lulu. Lulu's locked and loaded, we're just gonna have her start attacking. Even better. Head moves suspiciously. Okay. So I could get walkout. I actually should get walkout here to do the trick. Yep. Head will not move suspiciously. Which means the head skips its next turn. So, Yuna survives, Waka survives, Kimahri does not survive, so I need to heal Kimahri. Even better. Even better. Now, the next thing the head does is Toxin. Kimahri survives Toxin. First thing it's going to do is it's going to hit Waka on the side, and then Waka also gets hit with Toxin because Waka has the lowest HP, so I actually do need to heal Waka. Now Lulu can go. Still have some phoenixes. In fact, if Yuna dies at any point, that gets rid of her curse, but I'm not going to use that as part of my strategy. Lulu gets to go before the head does, and the head is just moving suspiciously. So I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to heal. And revive Kimahri. With life, and not with Phoenix. Although Phoenix does make Yuna go sooner. Because otherwise then Yuna dies. So I'm actually going to do it like this. Yuna is going to die, but I think it's actually going to work for our plan. I mean, it's Waka time. I mean, we have to do that or the head kills us, so. Maybe it'll miss. Good! Good! That was lucky. Okay. Next thing that happens is that the left arm attacks. Waka does survive that. then it's going to be toxin time after that. So... See, I don't want Lulu in the middle, because then she dies. So, who do I heal? I'm gonna say Waka. I missed anyway, great. And now I have to heal Yuna. Because if I don't, she both gets hit by the toxin and then also dies. Kimari might die, but that's a sacrifice I am willing to make. Well... It's a sacrifice I'm not willing to make, actually. Waka has to be hasted, yeah. He's not, actually. Cornbird? No, can't really do anything right now. I have a thought. And it's this. Because Orin has a lot of HP. He gets hit by the toxin and also dies, but that works for our plans. Because I'm going to revive her with Waka, who has alchemy. Yuna's back to normal, her overdrive will start charging. Okay? The head's going to move suspiciously on its next turn, and then it's going to hit the player on the left. And it's going to ram the player in the center. We're going to put Lulu here, and we're going to have her high potion, because what I think is going to happen is that somebody's going to take damage on the next turn, and I think it's going to give Lulu her overdrive. And then Lulu goes and stops Poison Breath with her overdrive. Yep. Not quite. I'm gonna silence the head. Yep. Waka lives, so I'm actually gonna have Lulu attack. Now that's locked and loaded for the next time the head moves suspiciously. But since we stopped the head from moving suspiciously, it skips its turn, nothing happens. So, I may as well heal Lulu. Just in case. Yep. 2, and she gets hit, boss Yuna gets hit. So Lulu attacks. Okay. Now 1 is gonna be the toxin. And as it stands, Lulu gets hit by it. So I'm going to heal Lulu with Yuna. And then I'm going to heal Yuna with Waka. Oh, gamers, I'm dumb. Lulu got hit by the toxin. Okay. This is not the end of the world, though. I can fix this. She doesn't have curse, but that's fine. She has curse, but it's fine because she already has her overdrive. But it also means I can't use it! Okay. This is not the worst thing that could happen, though. What sucks is that she's on slow. But I also think that haste counteracts slow. So I'm actually going to replace Waka with Cornbird, and I'm going to cast haste on Lulu, and I think that works, because it doesn't matter that Lulu has darkness. So, I'm going to attack. Head moves suspiciously on its next turn, so nothing happens. So, I'm going to recast haste on Lulu, that should get rid of the slow. Yep. Head moves suspiciously. Yuna's actually perfectly fine here in the center. Asuna doesn't get rid of Curse. The Cornbird needs healing or he dies. So we're gonna do that. And we have to replace with Waka. We have to. I have no MP, which sucks, but Waka does not have darkness on him, and so I can also do it with Kimahri, I suppose. The head skips its next turn if I stop it from moving. And then Yuna can cast Null Blaze on everybody. So, I'm gonna do that. So, I'm gonna stop the head from moving. Heck. I don't know what I expected. Head only skipped its next turn because it was silenced, I understand now. So, do I have a Phoenix? I do. But do I want to waste a Lulu turn doing it? No, I don't. So. Two hits Lulu, she lives. Boss hits Yuna, she lives. Now 3 is what I'm scared of because Kimahri's dead. I do have a Phoenix, which does make Yuna's turn come up again a lot faster. So I will do... If Yuna doesn't cast Null Blaze on everyone, then... and whoever gets hit by it dies. I have to do this. I have to. Okay. 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 But then Orin gets hit by fire and he dies. The head is moving suspiciously, right? That's the last thing that just happened. No, I think it has to be this. Because Yuna's gonna get hit with it, but then nothing happens. And then also Yuna has her overdrive. Yuna has her overdrive, but the overdrive doesn't kill. The Lulu is killed on its next turn. But I have to power break it. But then Lulu still dies, so like what's the point? Because what I can do is I can heal. But then the problem is because it's not power break, it kills me. Because I can heal Lulu, which means, but then she dies on the next turn anyway because it's not power breaked anymore. And so, I honestly think I have to do this. Like, go Tweedles. Yeah. Do it. It's fine, but... Head is moving suspiciously. I have to remember that. Do I get a turn, or does it just go? I do get a turn. Oh my god. Okay. See, if Lulu could use her overdrive, we might be done right now. But... Poison breath kills is my problem. And I cannot blow my turn on reviving Kimahri because poison breath kills anyway. So... I think I have to do my overdrive, and I have to try to get it. Okay, I'm gonna focus so hard, gamers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Ah! Hey, it hit the head! I don't know, gamers. I know. I know, I know, I know. I know. Gamers, I think I'm gonna have to call it. I'm already past my time, and I've died like 10 times on this stream. I think I have to call it. But, like, I also don't want to spend the start of next stream just doing this. But, like, I can't do this anymore. I don't know. I really want to. I really want to win. But I don't think I can do this right now. So I think I'm gonna have to call it here. Although... Okay. You know what? One more try, and I either win or it's an even 50. So that's what I'm gonna do, actually. We're gonna give it one more round. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time, because I actually do have to take another pee break. So, I'm gonna load the game, and I'm actually going to go ahead and start the fight and let the cutscene play while I'm taking my break. Because I have to let the cutscene play anyway. We're gonna try one last time.
Are you ready? Mr.
I will be
Kinnock,
right back, gamers.
please.
Will Sin come?
Sin always returns for its spawn. To make sure, we're going to encourage them to call out to it.
You won't have to. It'll come.
I remembered Orin telling me. Sin is my old man. Sin is Jecht.
Okay, gamers. Okay, gamers. Okay. We know what to do. We know how this boss works. We know what to do. Just need to use my basic reasoning. Because the thing is, this boss... Grinding is off the table in this mod, and the reason for that is it's by design. So the only time you get experience in this mod is from bosses. So grinding is completely off the table, random encounters give you nothing. So, these are the stats that I am meant to have per the rules of the mod for this fight. Otherwise I would have done that off stream. So, we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna silence. Yep. And then we're gonna power break. The thing is, it is doable by design. I know people have done it. I just think it's really tough. The thing about this boss, though, is that it does behave on a strict script. It always does exactly what it says it's going to do. And so the problem is it gets so many turns at once that sometimes it's very difficult. No, I'm not. I am not. This is not unwinnable. It's just very tough. So... I remember how happy we were when we finally beat the Chocobo Eater? I thought that was unwinnable. And it wasn't. Okay. 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 Cornbert cast haste on himself, so he can come in very clutch if he has to. Himari is both gonna get attacked and then toxined. Yep. Cornbert is going to cast haste on Orin. Nothing happens on the next turn, it's just the boss rams the character in the center, and then it will hit the character on the right. Cornbert does not die, because the head's just going to move suspiciously. So Cornbert does not die. We can replace Cornbert with Lulu. So, I'm going to put Yuna here in the middle, potentially. Yes. And then this is just a fail-safe in case I fuck up later in the fight. Mm-hmm. Excellent. Cornbert gets replaced with... No, Cornbert doesn't get replaced with anyone. Cornbert casts haste on Yuna. Yuna heals Cornbert. Orin gets replaced with Lulu. No, Orin gets replaced with Waka. Waka does Dark Attack. Not Dark Attack. Silence Attack on the head. Now the head skips its next turn. So all that's going to happen is the person on the left is going to get hit. Waka will survive that. We're going to make the person in the middle Lulu for the time being. Because nothing happens on the head's next turn. Person in the middle is Lulu, and then on Cornbert's next turn, we're going to cast haste on Lulu. So Lulu is going to focus. It's 1. Lulu is going to get a little bit run through by that, but it's not going to kill her. And then there we go. Yep. Lulu gets out of here. And put Yuna in the fight. On the head's next turn, it's going to cast Toxin on the person with the lowest HP. That being Cornbert isn't the worst situation to be in. But if I heal Cornbert, then it's going to be Yuna. So I don't want to heal Cornbert. I want Lulu to be in here, actually. And I want her to focus. And then I want Yuna to heal Lulu, so that Cornbert has the lowest amount of HP. And then Cornbert, everybody is hasted, so I'm actually going to have Cornbert cast Cheer to give us a little bit of extra defense. I don't want Lulu to be in the center, is the problem. So, in the center, I'm going to put Orin. Because I want to alter my strategy a little bit. I think that, yes, its power broken, and yes, the arms are going to attack it, but it might do a little bit of chip damage, and also Orin might just do counterattacks if he's out here on the field. But then if Lulu's out on the field, it's also charging her overdrive, right? And so, but I don't want her to be in the middle. I'm going to replace her with Cornbert. So, we're going to have him attack, even though this is going to happen, because, yep. Lulu comes out and she's over here now. So that's focus 2. Yep. And then Yuna Lulu needs to not be the person with the lowest health, and it also needs to not be Yuna. For Toxin's next turn. Right. Also. Kimahri needs to heal himself. No, that's not gonna work. Okay. Think, Syl. The boss rams the center. And then on Lulu's next turn, after that, Toxin hits. So I'm actually gonna have Kimahri heal himself, and we can just swap Lulu out if we have to, so that she doesn't get hit by the Toxin. She's not going to anyway. Excellent. That worked out very well. So, Lulu is free to focus, because the next turn is going to be Toxin. Or it's going to be the head moving suspiciously. So now I need Waka to cast Silence on it. Yep. Okay. Now the head skips its next turn. I'm saying that out loud. So all that happens after Lulu goes is that Kimahri gets hit, nothing. Waka gets rammed, Lulu gets hit. Everyone should survive all of that, so I'm going to focus. That's 4. What just happened? I literally blinked. Did Kimahri get hit with the arm? Because I need to know if the head skipped its turn or not. I literally blinked and I didn't see what happened. That's kind of the disadvantage of the times, too. If the last thing that happened was Kimahri got hit by boss 2, or is the last thing that happened that boss 1 skipped its turn? I am asking, if any of you know. I am going to assume boss 2 hit Kimahri, which means boss 1 hasn't skipped its turn. And even if it has skipped its turn, it's going to... That's right. Okay, thank you. That makes sense. So I'm gonna have Lulu focus again. There we go. Yep. Yep. Okay. Now, Lulu's locked and loaded. She's been focused 5 times. So now on its next turn, the head is going to use Toxin. And then it's also going to hit the person on the left. So it happens to be Kimahri. So, basically what we need to do is fully heal Kimahri. So, I'm going to do that. And we're going to replace Waka with Yuna so that she can start building up her overdrive. But then Yuna gets hit with the Toxin if we don't heal her, so we will. There we go. Kimahri gets hit with the Toxin. Why did Lulu get hit with the Toxin? God damn it. Just means she never gets her overdrive. Move 2 is gonna hit Kimahri. Kimahri's gonna live. So Lulu needs to attack. She's never going to be hasted again, because Cornbird doesn't have any MP, is kind of the problem here. And she'll also never get her overdrive. Better her than Yuna. So, I'm gonna have Lulu attack. Toxin does attack lowest HP, I just thought that was going to be Kimahri. I must have miscalculated. Is Lulu slowed? Because if she is, I will use Asuna on her. Let's find out. Lulu is slowed, so I will use Asuna on her. That is worth it. Oh, but then boss 3 hits her, and she dies. If I don't cure her. So I'm gonna cure her. She avoided it anyway, but I couldn't have known that was going to happen. Last turn was Toxin, so all that's gonna happen is that Kimahri is going to get hit, and then, Head's gonna move suspiciously, so Yuna has time to heal herself. So now she will use Asuna on Lulu. Okay. Kimahri. Head's gonna move suspiciously. I can replace Yuna with Waka. And then it's gonna hit Kimahri here on the side. So Kimahri can take this opportunity to Asuna. Or rather, maybe I have more in here. It's chip damage, but... Head moves suspiciously, replace Yuna with Waka. It skips its turn. No, replace Waka with Kimahri. Kimahri's gonna get poisoned, but he won't die. Lulu also won't die. So we're going to lance it with Head. Nice. I'm glad I did that earlier in the fight. So now... it's worth the risk. And he didn't die. Good. But now he is going to die because of Toxin, but... okay. Okay. If Lulu attacks, the boss gets a million turns and I'm fucked. So... Head moves suspiciously. Kimahri gets rammed and also dies. I can deal with that then. We have to revive the center character. Which means... Yuna, you're up. Number 3 hits Yuna and she dies. And I need Yuna to live. Poison Breath kills me if I don't do anything. So I literally have no choice except to do this. Now, if I don't revive the center character on the next turn, it's going to dispel itself. Which means, Yuna, you're up. Yuna, you're up again. Need Waka. 1-2 boss. Except the head is just going to move suspiciously on the next turn, so it's really just 2 in boss. I need to do this to the head. So that it does this on its next turn instead of using a spell. And then I need to heal Bari so he doesn't die. So far, so good. Okay. Nawaka gets hit and he dies. But if I don't do anything, Poison Breath just kills me anyway. Waka dies, but this thing should, or Waka dies, but this thing should skip its next turn. So I think this is all I really can do. Might as well go down swinging. I'm so demoralized, gamers. That's a really bad way to end stream, but I cannot do this right now. So I'm going to call it here at an even 50. I really wanted today to be the day, but I don't think that it is. I think I need break strats of some kind. I mean, we're about to hit 4 hours on stream. I don't really know what I'll do. Monday's a holiday, so I might stream then. Maybe I'll do it then. I haven't decided yet. But I do appreciate all of y'all's moral support. I have tried really hard. I will see you next time. We're gonna get him.